Teach your students to ask good questions. Critical thinking requires the skill of being able to ask good questions. Well, how do you teach students to ask questions? That's a good question. You do it by asking your students questions. Probing questions, thought-provoking questions, leading questions, questions that have no real answer. When a student asks, "Is this answer right?" it's easy just to say yes or no and tell them what to do. But then the student learns to just depend on you, the teacher, for everything. Students need to learn that they have the power to answer many questions themselves. And by outsourcing the right or wrongness of an answer to AI or to the teacher, it leaves the student helpless when it comes to self-evaluation or evaluating the trustworthiness of information. They end up believing everything they read or everything they hear because they've never been taught to question it. So if a kid says, "Is this answer right?" I would always respond with, "Well, how sure are you of your answer? How did you do it? Why did you do it that way?" I would often have to preface, "I'm not saying your answer is wrong, but I'm also not going to tell you if it's right or not. I'm going to question you and lead you to that answer." Kids will resist this because it's deep thinking, but that's what we want kids to do, right? Teach your students to question what they know and why. This helps students to better understand the world around them and be sure what they know and why they believe what they believe. And then that way, if information changes or new information becomes available, they're able to evaluate it and adjust by questioning the validity of the new information. We need to break the stigma behind asking questions in class. So I would always tell my students that the smartest person in the room is the one who asks the best questions, because they are the ones that get the best information that they need to answer their questions. Asking good questions is a sign of high intelligence. So teach your students to ask good questions.